everyone, how are y'all doing today? Welcome back to my channel, One Enlightened Diva, and I'm Valerie. And today, I want to talk to you guys about body jumping, body snatching, and demonic possession, which I feel are all in the same category. So this is what I wrote. I wrote down some notes. Now, I did some research on this subject, but some things I know and some things I didn't know, excuse me. So I just kind of combined it together. Hypothetically, a low vibrational entity could literally take over your body and you're not aware of it. That could explain why people perform heinous acts. I believe that these people are taken over by these dark entities. And that's why I believe that once they have performed these acts, they don't remember even doing it. Now, some would call that temporary insanity, But what if it's more than that? Now, what if, because the spiritual realm and the physical realm are separated? And you may ask, what does that have to do with it? Well, one, if there's a veil between the spiritual world and the physical, which we're in the physical, then, and there is no veil, that means spirits are here, which spirits have always been here. But I'm talking about now, it's like it's merging. It's merging. And so the planet is ascending. And these dark entities have nowhere to go. Remember, they are hidden. Or rather, they were hidden. And so when we go back to the scripture where it speaks about wrestling not with flesh and blood, but with principalities, if you think about that, I would say the principalities are demonic evil spirits. Because if it's not a flesh and blood, like we are, it's got to be a spirit. I'm just saying. These entities are looking for hosts. Hosts meaning bodies. They have nowhere to go. So to survive, they must inhabit low vibrational people. Now, I say low vibrational people because, if you're a high vibrational person, an evil spirit, demonic spirit, or whatever you want to label it as, cannot attach to you because you're too high vibrational. However, if you are low vibrational, that is a different story. What do I mean when I say low vibrational? What does that look like? Low vibrational looks like a hateful person, an envious person, a jealous person, a person that's lost in spirit, a person that has no hope, an unhealed person, people that don't think for themselves, narcissists, people that are not loving. I don't believe, and that is just my opinion, that a entity would attach themselves to someone that was ill, because when you think about it, then the body wouldn't be able to hold the spirit because the body's breaking down from an illness. So I would think a spirit wouldn't attach itself to someone that is ill or someone that is, going to pass over. How can you prevent entities from attaching to you? Well, you can raise your vibration. Pray, meditate, have a relationship with God. Gain a relationship with God. Love yourself, love others. The key to all of it, when it comes down to these entities and these dark forces, to keep them from attaching to you, be loving, be of love. Love is the highest vibrational what's the word? Love is the highest vibrational frequency. Hate is the lowest. So be of love. A lot of times we become weakened through our emotions. And that's why people tend to do or perform heinous acts. Example, you find out that your wife or your husband has been having an affair with your sibling, and you catch him in the act, and you stab your wife or husband to death. Now, you've never done anything like that before, because if so, you'd be in jail. But okay, but because you don't have control over your emotions, that means you don't have control over your vessel. So in that moment of not having control, perhaps these entities can attach themselves to you and you black out and you kill someone. And like I said, they say it's temporary insanity. I mean, but they have a name for everything. But what if something has attached to you because of the fact that you are in your emotions and you are open to something coming in and taking you over because you don't have control of your vessel at that time? That's just my opinion. We must understand that there are evil spirits among us. And just because you can't see something does not mean that it is not there. Because you don't see it with your eyes, because we assume if we don't see, it's like we assume that if we don't see something with our eyes, that it's not there. Like there's no such thing as spirits, but we are spirits. We're just in a vessel. Our spirits are just in these vessels, but at the core, we are spirits. So would it really just be far-fetched to think that there are spirits that are outside of us, that are evil spirits, that are within different people that we come across in our lifetime? That everybody doesn't have a good spirit. I'm saying there are good spirits and there are negative spirits, and that's just a fact. Let's see. Remember, who are those that the entities can devour? The people that I spoke of earlier, the people that are low in their low vibrations. That's why we got to raise our vibrations. Like, you got to just think about it. If you're low vibrational, and it's nothing against being in your low vibration, because we all have been in low vibration. I mean, trust me, we all have. But when we leave ourselves open, and we don't even know that we leave ourselves open for different spirits and entities to attach themselves to us. I'm going to use this example of the empath and the narcissist. So an empath is someone that is in tune with energy. They're empathetic. They have good hearts. They're good people. They're kind people. They're giving people. And then you got the narcissist, which is the opposite. Okay. Now, the empath represents the angel, the light, and the narcissist represents the dark and the demon entity. The empath irritates the demon. The empath irritates the narcissist. So the narcissist, in response, will try to destroy the empath. And you may ask, well, why would the narcissist try to do that? Because maybe the narcissist is jealous or envious. A lot of times when people are in their low vibration, they become jealous or envious of people that are in a higher vibration. And it's kind of weird, because it's like, why would you be jealous of somebody that's high vibrational? You would think like, okay, you would want to be If you're low vibrational, you would think that you would want to be high vibrational. But, it's not, from what I've encountered, it's not that way. It's like, instead of people wanting to rise, they rather just stay where they are and become envious or jealous of you because you're rising. But anyway, that's another subject. So I feel the narcissists are possessed by dark entities that have taken over their vessels. How? How have they taken over their vessels? It could be because they have some type of trauma, they have some wounds that are not healed, and they're open. They're open for these entities to attach to them. And so, because they're not healed and because they have these wounds, in turn, it leaves them vulnerable to these entities. And when you are of love and loving, and you know who you are, these entities, once again, cannot penetrate your force field. They cannot. They can look at you. They can watch you. Stalk you. It's not funny. But they can't be around you. A low vibrational person that has something attached to them cannot be around a light or a high vibrational person for a very long time. They cannot. Now, example, I'm going to use myself. When I was employed by this particular company that shall remain nameless, there were co-workers that they knew nothing about me. However, I would find these people at different times standing far off from me, but they would just be standing wherever they are and just staring at me. And I just used to wonder, what are they looking at? Why are they staring at me? Like, literally, this would be something that, because nobody would be around me. It's like, why are they? So I can't say that they were staring at or looking at this other person. No, it was just me. And at the time, before I grew, I was just thinking like, oh, it's just a person, like, just, they don't care for me or they don't like me for whatever reason. And but as I have grown spiritually, and when I look back on it, I really think these people were or that spirits, dark spirits, were attached to these people. And literally, I would look, these people would be looking at me with hate in their eyes. But it's so crazy to me though, because these people didn't even know me. I knew nothing about these people. I work with these people, but just because you work with somebody don't mean you know them. They just pass by you every day. You don't know these people. You never had a conversation with these people. I'm just saying, you never had a conversation. So they can't say, well, hey, I hate you because of something you said or something you did, because, like I said, I didn't hang out with these people. I don't do cliques. But anyway, I feel that because of my light, because I've always had a light, that it irritated them. And I feel like it was their mission to put out my light. They did not like my light. Why didn't they like my light? And I had to think about this, because everything around me, and there were a few exceptions, people were dark. They were in their low vibrational selves. And I feel that, like I said, when you're in your low vibrational selves, that you make yourself susceptible to different spirits and entities to attach to you. Okay? And some people might say, well, no, that's just them making a choice. Yeah, in some cases. That's what I'm not saying that that's not a possibility, but this is also. Okay? And so, these people, when they were around me, it's like they had to pretend they were kind people, that they were fair people, that they were people with integrity. But actually, they were the opposite. Because why? As soon as they got around the corner, then they start talking to somebody that was on a low vibe. You see, then they felt like, okay, now I can be myself. I don't have to be around her, because I got to put on this fake falseness for her. But when I get around the corner, I can talk to somebody that's on my level, that's on a low vibrational level, and then now I'm in my element. Okay, so in saying that, they wanted to get rid of me, because once they got rid of me, it was just like, oh, the light is gone, so we can just, be ourselves now. Yeah, in the dark. But I feel that entities can take over your mind, your body, and your soul. However, I feel that if you pursue a relationship with God so that your soul can evolve, so that you can have a stronger relationship with the Most High, that these entities have less of a have less of a chance in penetrating your vessel or attaching themselves to you. Because when you start having a relationship with God, you're going to raise your vibration. Okay? And like I said, if you're high vibrational, these entities, they can't do nothing but sit on the sideline and watch you be high vibration. Now, understand that the veil between the 3D being this physical realm we're on, and the 5D meaning the spiritual realm, that this veil, look at it as a barrier between the spiritual and the physical. There was a veil there, but that veil is no longer existent. Okay? It's not there anymore. So in saying that, we must have discernment. Understand that just because it look human, that does not mean that what is controlling this vessel is of this 3D. Okay? Just because some look like you, that don't mean that what's within them is like you. Okay? A spirit, it could be all jacked up. I'm just saying. It could. And so, example. So let's just say you have sex with a person. You hadn't been knowing them that long. And once you have sex with this person, so this person looks good. They smell good. On the outside, it's like, wow. She looks like a model. He looks like a model. And you guys end up having sex. But you don't know what this person has done. And I'm not saying you should judge people based on their past, because I don't feel like you should. However, there are some exceptions to the rule. What if the person that you had sex with rapes children, molested children, that they watch child porn? I'm just using it as an example. Maybe they were even raped or molested and pimped out by their family when they were younger. So what I'm saying is, so this person has all this going on, and then you have sex with this person. So we got to understand that everything is energy. We're energy. Everything is energy. And so when you have sex with this person, whatever their demons are, entities are, they are attached to you now. Okay? Because y'all had sex. Now, so then you might say, well, if I find out anything, about this person, I can always just break up with them. This is true. You can. But just because you break up with someone does not mean that they're not still attached to you energetically. Okay? Energetically, they could still be attached to you. So what am I saying? Just because you say, hey, I don't want you in my life, and they go their way and you go your way, that it's not quite that simple. That physically you guys are separated, but energetically you guys can still have a connection. So now it's like, well, how do you remedy that? Pray about it. Meditate. Do a cord cutting ritual. And so when I say ritual, most people may think like, oh, she's talking about something evil. No, I'm not. I'm just talking about writing their name on a piece of paper, and your intention is to cut the cord between you and this person, this energetic cord, and take a match and burn it, and then just throw the ashes away. Just as simple as that. Even just staying in a high vibration. Because sometimes, like, we may get involved with people and then we end up leaving them for whatever reason. But then 6 months from now, maybe even a year from now, you start just thinking about this person all heavy. And it's like, why am I thinking about this person? Like, they dogged me out, Why am I thinking about them like this? It's like everywhere I look, something reminds me of them. That's that cord. That's the cord that you didn't cut. That is the cord that you didn't cut. That has to be cut. Okay? Saying adios, bye-bye, that's not going to be enough. You're going to have to do a little bit more than that. When you understand that everything is energy. Like, if you don't understand that everything is energy, then you may think, well, okay, I'm not with them anymore, and that's it. But when you understand that we're all energy and everything is energy, that's different. Then you understand that you have to go an extra step. You know what I'm saying? Energetically speaking. Because remember, energy cannot be destroyed, but it can be transformed. Once again, I have to emphasize this, that these dark entities, demons, dark forces, whatever label you want to put on them, they cannot penetrate your vessel when you are high vibrational. It's too much light. When your light is big, they can't do nothing with you. It's kind of like, something came to my mind earlier. It's like on the Wizard of Oz, when the Wicked Witch of the West, when she died, and the house was on top of her, and then her little feet shriveled up under the house. It's kind of like that. If they try to come towards your light, that's what happens to them. They shrivel up. So yeah. So I'm saying that should motivate somebody to raise their vibration. Like, get out of that low vibration, because you're just leaving yourself open for these things. And most people may not even believe me. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. These are just some things that I thought about myself. Some of it research, some of it just things that I put together that I believe in. And so it's my opinion, but it's a perspective. This movie that I saw a long time ago called Fallen with Denzel Washington, where this evil spirit basically was jumping from one person to the next. It's like it jumping a person, but then just say if the person got shot or something happened to the vessel, the spirit had to jump out of the body into another body, but it had to be another body near. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think the spirit even jumped in an animal. So, I mean, hey, anything is possible. But most people don't believe this because it's a movie. But remember, there's some truth in everything. But because we don't see it with our natural eyes, we just don't believe that it's true. The stuff that you don't see with your natural eyes, that's stuff you need to understand that is real. I hope this video enlightened you and that you learned something from this video. And if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload a new video. And if you would like to donate or support my channel, all of my information is down in the description box. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.